Hello, is this Mr. Gambino here with a new stream? And this stream I'm going to be continuing the Grand Theft Auto 3, the Definitive Edition walkthrough here. And with part 3, we're actually not going to be doing like main storyline missions, but instead we're going to start kind of going for some side stuff here. Reason I'm not going to be doing any main missions in this part is because the next mission that has to be done, it causes a very major problem with a gang in the game, which obviously, with how the last part ended off, that would be the Leones, the Mafia, basically, essentially in this game. But yeah, by completing Sayonara, Salvatore, whatever, that will give the Leones shotguns, the pump-action shotguns, whatever. And in other GTA games, that weapon's not too bad, but in this game it can like one-hit like two-shot vehicles, which can be pretty annoying. And one of the phone missions especially, that can definitely be pretty irritating for. And I think for things like hidden packages, it can kind of make certain hidden packages kind of a pain to complete as well, maybe even like certain vehicle missions. So for that reason, I'm kind of going to break away from the main missions probably for a while here if I have not explained before. But yeah, I'm actually not going to be doing the like Burrow ones just yet. Like, I will be doing them later in this part, but like not this moment. So I'm not sure actually why I changed vehicles there, but yeah. If somehow this vehicle remains intact though, I might be using it for the Burrow payphone missions. But I'm going to start off with Marty Chonks, I believe. And his payphone missions, I don't think actually show up on the map, so you kind of have to know about them firsthand, essentially. Unless he changed that in this version, but I don't really think that would be the case. Like, you can see old Burrows pops up there. But I think Marty Chonks, his don't actually have an icon for some reason. It was like that in the original, and didn't seem to really bother to change that for the Definitive Edition. Which is kind of cool, because they're more like hidden missions because of that. So I'm kind of glad they didn't change that. But I think this payphone is supposed to ring. Yeah, I heard a ring there. But yeah, as you can see, there's no icon on the map for this payphone, unlike the old Burrow payphone. So yeah, these are more hidden payphone missions here. But yeah, I'll be starting off with these ones here. And this one's pretty interesting. I think the 4 names actually make like a movie reference or whatever for these different like missions. They're called like the Crook, the Thieves, the Wife, and then her lover or something like that. It's supposed to be like some movie reference with a few different like titles or something, I believe. Let's start off with Marty Chunks. Payphone missions, you got the Crook.
I'm meeting my bank manager later. He's a crooked bastard that keeps bumping up the loan repayment so he can cut a slice. Take my car, pick him up, and bring him back here. I got a little surprise for that blood-sucking leech.
They're marking up some loans or some shit, and that sounds kind of fucked up, I'm not gonna lie. Let's do that. Let's deal with that then. Or I'll deal with that then. I don't really call these a let's play, but I accidentally say we and stuff sometimes. Because that's the broadcasting it. But yeah, go meet the bank manager. I am provided a perennial here. And yeah, by the way, if this might end up being less than an hour for some reason, I might try to do more than the Portland phone missions. I'll explain kind of later on why I'm not doing the Staunton Island phone missions yet. But I think a couple of the Staunton Island phone missions, they actually cause like gang problems or whatever. Guess I'll explain it now. I think there's like a Uzi Rider like payphone mission in Staunton, and that actually makes the Diablos hostile, which is like the only gang here I feel that's not hostile at this point. Besides for actually the Leones, because I'm preventing that by not doing Sayonara Salvatore. Oh, come on. I'm gonna try going away and coming back a while. Oh, come on. Didn't expect that to fail it. Guess since I was already there, it failed it. I wonder actually with these checkpoints if they backtrack sometime. I would imagine it would. Oh yeah, right, gotta get the perennial. But yeah, like I mentioned, I think that the Uzi Rider like phone mission in Staunton, I think that causes the Diablos to become hostile, which is literally like the only game in the first island here that I feel isn't hostile. Not counting the Leones, because they'll be hostile once I do the next like story mission, which probably will be quite apart from now, because I don't want to make Portland vastly unexplorable at this point. And then yeah, I think the cartel, not cartel, but I think the Yardies in Staunton become hostile by doing the last of the Staunton phone missions. So yeah, that's why I'm kind of avoiding the Staunton Island phone missions, is a couple of those missions actually cause some gang problems. One of the Portland ones do cause gang problems, I think, if you do one of them. But I think one of the main story missions in Portland causes a problem with the gang regardless. Alright, cause I'm letting the gate opened up and go like right in front of it. Like literally not much of an engine behind it or anything.
Get your hands off me, bitch!
And yeah, the owner of the Bitchin' Dog Food Factory, whatever, and the Marty Johnson person we're working with, he basically kills the people we go and pick up and whatnot, and he has us dispose of the vehicles in multiple different ways between his different missions. Kind of pretty fun, I feel, that he changes it up every single time. This time we're just taking it to the Car Crusher. We're only doing the mandatory things for the Car Crusher. I think this would be the second thing so far. I mentioned that because I'm pretty sure, what's that called? Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like a achievement, a social club achievement, or even like a regular trophy achievement where you have to like crush 25 cars. So this will be the second like story mandatory vehicle it seems we have to crush, that I have to crush in this. Yeah, I keep accidentally saying we because I'm doing a broadcast, obviously, but yeah. There's a vehicle here. Alright, easy, $1,000. But yeah, these aren't technically main missions, these are kind of side missions of these phone missions. So yeah, don't expect the payout to be super amazing on any of them or anything. It's probably the next closest thing to like the main missions though. With these payphone missions, there will also be other side stuff that's nowhere near like the style of like a main mission though. And obviously going to payphones, you have considerably like less character interaction between these payphone missions technically. At least in terms of the cutscenes. Alright, next one here. The thieves.
I hired some thieves to break into my apartment and steal some stuff so I could claim on the insurance as you do. The thieving bastards are threatening to tell the insurance company if I don't give them a cut. Can you believe it? I left the car inside the factory gates. Use it to go pick them up from their turf in the red light district. Then bring them back to the factory so I can make them see Marty's point of view.
Are trying to raise up the insurance prices of this dude. It's kind of crazy unless they're lying or something. Could be lying about all this stuff. They might just be killing pretty innocent people. But Claude's one of the most probably immoral characters in this series, I would say. So, not the biggest deal, I would say. Like, obviously, Claude's a silent killer, so that just says he's, like, basically one of the worst GTA characters probably in this series in terms of, like, what he does and whatnot. And personally, for me, he's one of my favorite characters. I'm not saying he's a bad character, I'm just saying the stuff he does makes him probably one of the worst characters in some ways. I'd say Claude is honestly my favorite protagonist between the series. Wait, what vehicle is this? I'm curious here. Doesn't even say it's him. Okay, it's a Sentinel, no one just said the regular Sentinel, not the Mafia one, obviously. But I imagine this is a debut of the Sentinel. A lot of vehicles obviously debuted in Grand Theft Auto 3. And yeah, Sentinel still makes quite the appearances in the series since there's still certain variations of the Sentinel in like GTA 5 and online, obviously, and whatnot. And yeah, the thieves, that explains why we're picking up 2 people, because thieves in plural. Surprised these people would like walk into like some creepy like warehouse like this though. That seems like a really dumb thing to do, I feel, but whatever. They seem to kind of know him and stuff, so I guess it kind of makes sense. I don't know. Okay, this time I got a respray the vehicle to get rid of the evidence instead of the car crusher. So that may cost $1,000 unless it's complimentary this time for some reason. Hopefully the payout ends up being kind of good if you're having to pay $1,000 for a respray though. But even if not, it's not a big deal. Since money doesn't necessarily have a lot of use in this game, obviously. I feel mainly the only single player Grand Theft Auto game that even has much use for the money is kind of GTA 5, maybe in like Vice City, kind of for like the businesses. Yeah, I didn't notice if it actually was a paid one or if it was complimentary. But yeah, whatever. Either way, not the biggest deal, as I mentioned. I just like how it resprayed it to like the color blood though, how ironic. It's probably not like scripted to do that or anything on this particular mission, but yeah. And yeah, by the way, I'm not entirely sure when you unlock these like payphone missions for at least this set of them. Because like nothing in the game really necessarily tells you about them, you just kinda gotta like know about them technically for the Marty Chunk payphone missions. But yeah. So I wouldn't really know what the first mission requirement would be to get them unlocked. Maybe you just gotta do like the first couple like introduction missions or something for all I know. Cause I think I went on GTA Wiki for a bit, didn't really mention necessarily like any sort of requirement. Okay, we get 2,000, so if the respray was 1,000, then that's kind of another $1,000 payout. But yeah, now it's past like the 9 to 19 o'clock time. Obviously, the best way to make time pass is to save the game. So I'll be doing that. And at least that's a nice excuse to save the game, I suppose. Alright, 16-minute stream so far, not too bad for a couple missions. I'd be kind of slower than most, but whatever. I just want to stick to these Portland phone missions anyways. As long as it's like an hour, that would be kind of nice. Alright, 5 o'clock. I might honestly just let the time pass through so I have like as much time as needed for the payphone to be active. Because I don't want to necessarily save another 6 hours and then get there at like 12 or something. And only have like 7 minutes to do the next couple missions. In case anything goes wrong for any reason. But yeah, I'll try to maybe think of a little thing, a conversation maybe or something to think of doing. I think I was meant to talk about Maria Latore somewhere, I think in my previous part, and I think I forgot that dude had something to talk about Maria Latore or whatever. Which obviously, that could wait till the next like part where I actually do the story missions and stuff, but yeah. Like I did with Salvatore, I think I meant to talk about Maria Latore a bit more, but yeah. Like I said, I think I mentioned this part, she appears in Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, I'm pretty sure, for 3 appearances in the 3D Universe games. Possibly GTA Advance as well, but I don't really know much of anything on that one, because that's a pretty one-off, like, Grand Theft Auto title that wasn't, like, very accessible and stuff. Being on, like, being on a Nintendo handheld, which is kind of weird for a Grand Theft Auto game. Like, I've never done a couple of those, but still. But yeah, her first chronological appearance I'll see, like with Salvatore, would be Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Again, she was kind of someone you met at like the Caligula like casino. She wasn't really heavily involved in that game though, she was kind of just in the cutscenes. Yeah, I'm assuming Salvatore had like a love relationship with her by that point, whatever, and they both went to like Liberty City and stuff like that. And yeah, Liberty City Stories, you really get to see how annoying Maria is. Maria's probably the most annoying in Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. I think in one mission she has you like drop her off and then she like shoplifts and stuff and it gets Tony Cipriani really pissed off or something. Just for like one example of like how annoying Maria Latore is. And yeah, as you see in this game, Grand Theft Auto 3, since it already happened in the walkthrough, she's the reason that Claude has to go to Staunton Island. Because she was all like bragging about Claude or something. making it seem like Claude was hitting on Maria Latour when obviously it was not. He's a silent protagonist. I don't know how exactly Salvatore or anyone would have thought that he was hitting on people. And again, Luigi was like, keep your hands on the wheel and off of Misty or whatever. So Luigi did that kind of stuff as well. And yeah, I'm not the best at explaining this stuff, by the way, but that's kind of the gist of what I'm trying to say here or whatever. While I wait for the 9 o'clock time for Marty Chunks, like, payphone missions to become available again. Because, yeah, again, I didn't want to have to, like, start them at, like, 12, because I don't know if, like, 7 minutes would be enough for the last couple. But yeah, Maria Latour causes quite a bit of problems for Tony Cipriani and even Claude. She's kind of reason Claude ends up having to be, like, a marked man or whatever with the Leones, which it kind of claims with the mission that he's already a marked man, but I'm pretty sure he's not necessarily the most marked until Sayonara Salvatore, which will be the next main story mission when I get to that. But again, I'm not doing that because the Leones will gain like shotguns and stuff, which they're basically like the most overpowered gang, I would say, in the entire Grand Theft Auto series, as far as what I've played.
The business is gonna go under unless I get a hold of some serious cash.
But yeah, the wife.
My wife has an insurance policy, and all she's ever been to me is a
Okay, what's with everything being like about an insurance policy or something so far in this strand of phone missions? Actually, I'm genuinely curious why every single one of these missions seems to have to do something with like some insurance thing or something. Katy, Idaho. Like with the Perennial, I think this is a vehicle that's not in Grand Theft Auto 5. I don't even think the Perennial Orvis necessarily appears in Grand Theft Auto 4, though it's been a while since I've played that one pretty heavily, so I kind of forget. So I won't really be talking much about this vehicle, because it's mainly only in the 3D Universe games, as far as I remember. I don't really tend to talk the most about the vehicles, necessarily. I just do if I think of something, I suppose. Or if I even, like, think about it in the slightest. Like, if I think of something interesting about the vehicle, or if I even think about mentioning anything about the vehicle I'm in, because a lot of times I don't even think about that in the first place. If I'm getting this car really messed up here, apparently. Doesn't seem to really matter, though. I didn't realize that was going to happen.
Marty wants to see me? Well, it better be quick, because I have to get my hair done.
Nah, Claude will take his sweet time. Will take his sweet ass time, okay. Except, nah, I'm not gonna take my sweet ass time. Like, I want to get this phone mission done. Hey, I'm assuming this route I'm taking here is, like, faster than taking, like, the main roads here, but, yeah, whatever. Also, if you want to take the main roads, you can take the main roads. Anyone that might watch this for any reason here.
Call the YMCA.
Hey, I'm curious what we'll have to do with the car this time. I think this might be the last one where you have to dispose of the car, because something happens in the 4th mission. I don't necessarily exactly want to say it necessarily until it happens. But yeah, I think I mentioned all the names of the missions. I think the 4th one was her lover or whatever, so that's a bit suggestive of what might happen next. For a little, like, hint. Okay, this time I gotta dispose of it by dumping it into the sea. Now, the best way to do that is probably taking it to, like, the docks and stuff. And again, I really hate this map that they have in the Definitive Edition. Same with Vice City 2, San Andreas, I think is the only one that actually, like, fits this, like, green, yellow, like, white theme and stuff. Like, even a 10-year anniversary version on mobile, which was, like, the first version game to even have a map for the first official version of the game to even have a map. I think they went with like the weapon kind of style where they went like with the same like yellow, like gold color for the map in the 10-year anniversary. But no, it seems with the maps for all 3 games, they used like San Andreas style stuff. I really hate that. And the menu stuff, you can tell they all have San Andreas sound effects. So annoying. I hope they fix that though, because it kind of ruins the immersion of the game. I know it's not the biggest deal, obviously, but like I said, it kind of ruins the immersion of the game. Like, I'd rather have like the weapon color there, like it was, I believe, in the 10-year anniversary version for the map. So hoping that's something they can fix in a patch. That's quite ridiculous they released the game in the state they did. I forgot to mention that when a like subscriber of mine asked me like if the game's even worth it, because like, yeah, when I get asked something like that suddenly, it's hard to kind of think of how to respond to it. Like, it's another version of Grand Theft Auto 3, which is pretty cool, but yeah, might be like the most disastrous version, like official version ever done. And yeah, by the way, I don't think you can bail out of a moving vehicle in this game. I think Vice City might have been the first of the 3D games where you could bail out of a moving vehicle. But if I try doing triangle here, it won't let me bail, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no. So what you gotta do is essentially kind of put it to the end of the dock here, or like wherever you want to take it, and just push it in, I believe. And yeah, vehicles in the 3D universe, I believe, are pretty lightweight, where your character can literally push them, which is quite ironic, but yeah. Seriously, what are these vehicles made out of that be pushed like that? Oh, maybe it was necessary for Grand Theft Auto 3 since the guy came about of a you can't like bail out of a moving vehicle and all, but yeah. This time we for sure get a $2,000. This time I for sure get a $2,000 payout here. Last time it could have been $2,000 if there wasn't a like paid $1,000 respray, but you might only get the one complimentary respray in the whole entire game, so that one could also kind of be a 1,000 payout. Like I said, the phone missions are most definitely not going to pay out that great, but yeah. Alright, I guess I'll just take this. I don't know why I didn't take that one earlier, but yeah. That like Bobcat or whatever. And yeah, by the way, I think I'm very well aware that Head Radio and NLFS 106 actually has like music specifically for the game, so I could technically play those. But I don't want to risk like the game randomly putting the like radio station on like a copyrighted station or something. So that's why I have the entire music off. Like, I really love Head Radio and NLFS 106. I really like the music that they put in specifically for this game. That's not like real life music necessarily or anything. It was made particularly for the game, like I mentioned, but yeah. Obviously, Liberty City Stories continued that as well. Having Head and NLFS Radio, they had to make more original songs for it, which was pretty cool. Yeah, so as for GTA 3 and Liberty City Stories, and then probably like a 2D universe, and kind of a couple exceptions in Vice City with like Love Fifth. I don't really feel that Rockstar makes much of their own music anymore, which kind of sucks, but yeah. I don't know. Having real life music in these games is pretty cool though. Just licensing kind of sucks and stuff.
Turns out my wife was seeing some guy I owe money to. He's got real angry, and he's looking for payback. I've agreed to see him. He thinks I'm gonna pay him off, but my guess is Liberty's dogs are gonna get yet another flavor this month.
Shit, I don't know about that. Okay. And yeah, I obviously know how this outcome like turns out and whatnot, so I said that for a reason. Oh, come on, there's a Popo there, come on. I'm gonna take this out of oh, I have to take the vehicle again, okay. Oops. I didn't notice that little icon there because it kind of blends in with the train track thing there for the L train, whatever, but yeah. Alright, this time it's a Stallion. Yeah, not the Diablo one, but the regular one, because obviously I imagine Marty Chonks isn't really affiliated with the gang. And yeah, this time we're picking up the lover of the wife that we killed in the previous payphone mission. And yeah, obviously, being the lover or whatever, you kind of don't necessarily expect that Marty Tonks will succeed a second time. Honestly, I'll have to wait and be seen, but I've pretty much suggested what happens, essentially. But I don't think this one you gotta dispose of a car again for a particular reason. Creeped at me in the word business. Oh shit, let's go. I don't necessarily care if most of Marty lives or not. Concept of killing people, putting them into like dog food and stuff seems kind of crazy, cool, and weird, along with many other things at the same time. And I'm quite a dog person. I have a dog that I see a lot in my real life, and it's pretty cool. But yeah, people probably shouldn't be putting dog food. And if I'm saying kind of random things, then yeah, it's kind of because I don't necessarily know what to say, but I'm trying to think of something to say necessarily. I don't know. And yeah, now you see what Marty Tonks' character model looks like.
Carl, hi. I need more time to get your money. But if you just step into my office, it's far too late for that.
Oh no, he's the one that owes money, okay.
I'm taking over the business.
Oh yeah, shoot. Yeah, he's got the most overpowered weapon in the game. Hopefully he doesn't go inside, because I want his shotgun. But yeah, he's the shotgun, the overpowered shotgun in the game. And it seems to have 6 rounds in it or something. That's kind of nice. Unless there was only 1 extra shot in here, which kind of sucks, but more shotgun ammo regardless. Could definitely be more useful later on in the game. And how much was that pail exactly? I didn't even notice. I don't think I noticed. Is there nowhere where you can see like the payouts again? Guess not. Since it would be in brief, if anywhere. Oh well, I could rewatch my stream if I wanted to see or look into it, obviously. But yeah, it's a whole entire strand of Marty Tonks' payphone missions, aka the only like hidden thing of payphone missions. All the other payphone missions in the game have an icon, like Alberto's over there, and then the other ones as well. Alright, like a 33-minute stream, it's not necessarily too bad, I feel. Kind of at a rate of less than 10 minutes per mission, that's not too horrible. But yeah, now I'll be doing Alberto's missions, so actually before that, I'll save the game now that I have all of Marty Tonks' missions complete. Honestly, I don't know, I should maybe have like an extra save in case something goes wrong and I have to like do another stream or something. So maybe probably save file 7 or 8, it's just not close to my 1 or something. Maybe I'll be doing that for future parts, and I have a save of where I leave off on one stream in case something goes wrong or something. And yeah, actually we'll be changing my vehicle here for the next one, because this next payphone mission is a race. But yeah, the next payphone mission involves doing a street race, so definitely want a pretty good vehicle. Like, if you want a like similar vehicle to Stallion, obviously there's the Diablo Stallion, which is essentially like a better version, obviously, of the regular Stallion. The game cars, I feel, are all pretty nice to use. I feel all the game cars tend to have some pretty good speed to them and whatnot. If you want something like pretty easily accessible. Because the thing with the first island is there's not really a lot of like sport, like supercars kind of in the first island. However, there is, and yeah, as you can see, I'm kind of all bodies Leones, and they're not yet hostile. They're not hostile, I believe, until Seo Nero Salvatore, where they gain the pump action shotguns and stuff. Assuming that's even a type of shotgun. But I think its actual name is like the Spaz 12. Yeah, the one like sporty car I can think of that you might find in Portland is in this car showroom here with the Banshee, where there's actually like a hidden package there. Obviously, I'll be doing hidden packages another time. But yeah, I think this is definitely the easiest like sporty kind of vehicle you can find here with the Banshee and the showroom here. And then if you want a better chance of finding something like that, if you're already in Staunton like myself, then obviously just go to Staunton, where the Asuka mission marker is. There's the Yakuza Stinger, for example, that I took at the beginning. Yeah, the Banshee I feel should be a pretty good one for this. Definitely want something pretty sporty, because you're going against pretty sporty vehicles yourself. But yeah, if anyone has any ever like sporty kind of vehicle idea locations and stuff, obviously feel free to let people know and stuff in like the comments or anything. But yeah, I'm going with the Banshee personally. And yeah, the race is called Turismo. And for those who know what the Turismo is, it's a very fast sports supercar. And yeah, the character we're working for in this payphone is El Burro. And by the way, Portland has the most payphone missions between the 3 islands. But yeah, get a fast car and get to the starting grid. The fast car we have with the Banshee. And yeah, by the way, I think for GTA Online there's still like 4 more liveries that need to be released for the Banshee, I think. I think there's 12, but I think in the story mode there's 16, which suggests that 4 more need releasing for all different event weeks. It's apparently supposed to be like a Banshee week from what I've heard from like leaks and stuff of Los Santos tuners, but yeah. And unfortunately none of them are really all that themed in my opinion to GTA 3 or anything. I feel it would have been cool if they did like liveries like the Yakuza Stinger on like the Stinger and stuff like that. But yeah, I guess I went with Banshee liveries. It's pretty popular in this game. But yeah, going with free Turismos, ironically enough. Or at least one Turismo, I imagine. And at this point, only the triads could be hostile, so it's gonna be too bad. This becomes a whole lot more annoying to do if you're obviously at the point where the Leones are carrying the shotguns. Wow, okay, thanks truck. And then yeah, if you've done like Uzi Rider for like King Courtney or whatever, and like Staunton, for the Staunton phone missions, I think the Diablos then become hostile as well. So yeah, best to do this with as little hostile gangs as possible. And yeah, technically you can do this before the triads become hostile, but I don't think the triads are that bad personally. Am I going the right way? I think I was. Earlier on, that is. I'll do this on my first try, that'd be awesome. Oh, come on. Dumb trucks keep taking so much space and stuff. Oh, come on, I don't need cops too in my way. Damn. Fucking mafia person when I had a delivery, I've been in my way. But yeah, with a Banshee, this race definitely isn't too bad, I would say. At least in the definitive version here, I don't know if it's like worse than the original. It's possible it could be. And oh shoot. Yeah, I think there's an achievement or something for this as well, again in like 180 seconds. Hopefully I'm good enough to get that though. Hopefully that's still possible to do. Or if it's essentially 3 minutes for 180 seconds. Still got like 35 seconds, come on. I'm Bobcat in my way. god. 25 seconds. Okay, come on, man. Okay, I think this might be the last one here. Shoot, shoot, come on. I'm so close. Yes! First try. Under 180 seconds. Complete the Turismo race under 180 seconds for a silver trophy. Oh man, I was so close. I almost got jacked there because of the trophy and them being so close and whatnot. And yeah, by the way, that showroom I think was next to like 8 Balls, if you know where that is, for a easy way to identify where to go for that. Yeah, I don't want to replay Turismo for sure, so I might be saving here. That was really like 1 second. I literally got in the last second for that trophy though, for the under 180 seconds on the Turismo race though. That was insane. Yeah, I might want to keep this vehicle for a while, so I might put it in the garage here. Personally, I don't really care to use this safe house garages that much personally, but yeah, figure I will in this case. That way I have a nice fresh Banshee here. Then again, I probably could have literally stolen from the showroom again. Ooh, and I noticed it actually has that iconic like blue and white paint job, whatever. I think they did like a real life Banshee for like GTA 5 and actually had like a blue and like white paint job like it is here, I believe. So I think they did a real life one with like the release of GTA 5, I think, with this kind of same color scheme, if I recall right. I think it was in like Better Call Saul or something, that like ongoing show, I think. Kind of Breaking Bad spin-off or something. I don't watch it, but I think that's what I've heard. And yeah, Ice Cream needs green, that basically suggests what vehicle will be used. Yeah, I've already used that vehicle before in the playthrough, but in the walkthrough, but yeah.
Hijack the regular ice cream van on its rounds and lure these fools to their doom with the jingly jingly. They hide in a warehouse on Atlantic Key.
But I still gotta talk about old Burrow. I haven't really mentioned him yet, I don't think. But yeah, Burrow, he's actually the leader of the Diablos, I'm pretty sure, in this game, which is like the game basically in this exact area here, Hepburn Heights, I think is their like main area. And you got those San Andreas sounds again. And the San Andreas looking map again. But yeah, that's a Diablo's icon right there. He's essentially the leader of that gang. I guess that's like their only little hangout spot. Yeah, Diablo's game Numb Hostel isn't necessarily that bad, but still. The reason I'm not going to be doing the reason I'm not going to do the stop and paper missions is I don't want these like yardies over here to get hostile as well. So I'll be saving the stop missions for another time. And yeah, Burrow, he doesn't physically appear in the actual game, but he does have artwork still, I'm pretty sure, in this game. Like, I think if you load in the game, you can see his artwork and stuff. So he has artwork for some reason, but he's never seen it in the game physically. And there could be a reason for that, which I could explain later. Alright, collected that, find an ice cream van. Alright, I guess you gotta actually find one yourself, unless this brown thing is an ice cream van. Okay, seems they actually found one for you, but yeah. at least in the original Grand Theft Auto 3, the ice cream van is a kind of pretty rare vehicle. I feel I've been seeing it kind of like, I feel it's more uncommon, I feel, in the Definitive Edition, though I feel I've already seen it quite a couple few times now. But yeah, guess I already have one on here. But yeah, El Burro is actually the name of another character, I'm pretty sure, in the original Grand Theft Auto 1 for like the PlayStation, the original PlayStation, and like the PC back then, or whatever. But yeah, obviously I'll be taking this. Not sure if they got a weapon or anything, but yeah. Alright, no, I guess they're just an NPC. But yeah. There's a reason I don't necessarily think it's the same El Burro from Grand Theft Auto 1, and that's actually because the El Burro in the 2D universe actually gets killed off, I'm pretty sure, in the story. I had a little look at GTA Wiki page, because I have Grand Theft Auto 1 on the PlayStation Classic, but I haven't really played it much at all, necessarily maybe like the first chapter or two at most. In the last like few months or something. But yeah. What was I trying to say? But yeah, apparently it's killed off at some point in that game. But yeah, there's a theory he could be a reincarceration of that El Burro character from the 2D universe, because the artwork for El Burro in GTA 3 is actually pretty damn similar to his appearance in the 2D universe. So who knows, maybe because of the universe difference, he could technically be alive again, because it's a different universe, it doesn't necessarily play by all the same rules as the 2D universe. But yeah, El Burro is essentially the leader of the Diablos for the Need to Know. And he could be a returning character from the 2D universe. And technically, since he's not like a physical character in the 3D universe, he could technically be one of those rare like characters that overlap between the universes. Rockstar has very interesting rules with like the universes and stuff, where characters from like 2D and 3D can't cross over to HD in most cases. There's certain exceptions, like I think like radio station hosts can typically reappear, but yeah, that's mainly because they talk on the radio with like audio only. Like for example, I think Laszlo's been in GTA since like Grand Theft Auto 3, but I don't think he's actually had a physical appearance until Grand Theft Auto 5. And yeah, I think Laszlo, for example, has like actually left Rockstar, so I don't know if he would actually reappear in another Grand Theft Auto, but yeah. So I don't know how that would apply to Laszlo, because he's technically a radio station host, but yeah. So El Burro doesn't technically reappear physically. I guess he could technically be a crossover from the 2D universe. I don't know. Not sure if El Burro would be the same from 2D, 3D. Like, yeah, they look similar, but they could somehow be a completely different character. Never know with Rockstar's universe rules and stuff. Okay, exit van, use the remote to detonate the ice cream van. There's no button in it. It was like weird. Oh, okay, this. Alright. Yeah, I use an actual remote detonator. Okay. But essentially just wait, I believe, till all of them get over there. I'm gonna kinda guess that's the only time you actually use a remote detonator in this game. But yeah, $6,000. Here's some nice ammo skins as well. Micro SMGs and pistols, or actually probably just micro SMGs. I think the green was money in this case. Ooh, over 400 ammo now for the micro SMG and getting some decent drive-by ammo now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was just money and not pistol ammo. And yeah, obviously if you want to save that ice cream van, because it's a pretty uncommon, maybe even rare vehicle in this game, and you could technically take the one from the mission if you can somehow manage to fail the mission and still keep the vehicle intact, which you might be able to do by driving it in the water, like it showed off in part 2, but yeah, with the all-proof limo, for example. But yeah, El Burro, like I was saying, very interesting character, might be one of those rare crossovers from like one universe to the other. And yeah, I know like Claude appears in GTA Online, of course that's a character you can kind of base your character off of, but that's not like a full-on physical appearance. It's kind of just a cool character you can kind of theme your online character off of for like some of the physical appearances, so not exactly breaking the universe rule, I would say, in that case. Not sure if I explained it the greatest, but I did what I felt I could explain it. And yeah, I think it's El Burro in Chinatown Wars, but that's like a completely different looking character. The one in GTA, the first GTA and then GTA 3 do apparently look pretty identical. And I swear all this GTA San Andreas sounds like we have in here. I really hope in the next update this game gets, if it does get another update even, that they change the maps and then like the sound effects. Because the map in this game should be yellow like the weapon, I believe. If they're going off of, if they want to go off their like 10-year anniversary maps, which the 10-year anniversary maps even had more effort I feel than these like 20-year anniversary maps, essentially, for these definitive editions. Yeah, the maps I feel are all San Andreas style, which is really lame. It's definitely one of the biggest complaints I have of this game so far, in particular, and even all of them, because I know all of them are like that. Because I played a little bit of all of them, especially this one. Alright, Trial by Fire. I think it's actually the second mission you can do that actually gets the Triads hostile.
Some of my most precious donkey memorabilia was in the trunk.
Donkey memorabilia, no.
Irreplaceable, my friend. I've hidden a throbbing weapon on the edge of Chinatown. Take it and teach these Triad vandals to fear El Foro's well-endowed wrath. Arriba!
But yeah, this mission might be better to do before you do like Tony's mission that gets the Triads hostile. So if you do this mission and maybe not like story mission, then therefore it becomes harder than like other missions involving the Triads as well. So I don't know if it's better technically this mission that will get the Triads hostile first, or the actual like story mission. I'm kind of going to assume the story mission would be the better one to do first between the two that can get the Triads hostile, because I think this is one of the two options that can get the Triads hostile. But yeah, no matter what you do, is essentially eventually in the story, obviously the Triads will be hostile regardless. Okay, a gun icon there. And he mentioned something about like donkey memorabilia or something, but yeah, I think that's kind of like some pornographic like term kind of things or something. So yeah, I think El Burro watches like porn or like produces porn or something like that. So that's kind of like something with his character. El Burro, I think, is kind of named with like a donkey or something. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense. And I guess we're getting the. I guess I'm getting the flamethrower here, but yeah, seems like a required, like, it's kind of in the style of a rampage. I don't know if it actually counts as a rampage for this one. It's probably like more of a like side mission than an actual rampage, but yeah. Okay, they're not really being that hostile actually in this. I don't know if that's a change that Grove Street Games made, or if it was always like this. Yikes, I'm on fire. Oh god. I think I'm doing R2 and I'm gonna do like L2. I think I'm gonna do L2. R2 obviously like actually makes the thing be used. It's not the most used to the shooting in this definitive edition, to be fair. Yeah. But I doubt you keep the flamethrower, I'm guessing it's just for the mission, obviously. But yeah, I swear, I really want the flamethrower to be a returning weapon in Grand Theft Auto Online or something with like a DLC. It'd be so cool to see the flamethrower come back in the HD universe. Kind of weird that they stopped kind of doing like the handheld flamethrower feel with HD universe. I don't know, maybe all the like sensitive people in this world or something, they don't like flamethrowers in Grand Theft Auto games, yet they probably don't even play that shit in the first place, but yeah. I don't know, we do have like the Cerberus with like flamethrower and like in very specific tanks. I'm kind of surprised they haven't introduced the like handheld one at this point, because that would be a pretty cool DLC weapon. Dang, and Rockstar does a lot of very missed opportunities, to be fair. But obviously the triads are the people in blue, pretty much. And obviously they have like baseball bats and like pistols and stuff. Great, got a wanted star. Definitely be worried if cops don't doing this. And I think this area doesn't have a lot of triads traditionally here, but it's like basketball court. That's a pretty good area to be in. Okay, I'm gonna try getting this little police bribe here, actually. That might help, though, and they're probably right over here as well now. Okay, they are kind of hostile, actually. I don't feel they're as aggressive as they normally are, though. Oh, come on. Might be dying a lot on this one. And hopefully the game remains stable, because I hear these versions aren't that stable. And I've had a couple game crashes myself. But yeah, I believe the like flamethrower being a heavy weapon kind of obviously I believe decreases your like movement speed, so that's kind of why I'm jumping like I am. So I'm not just jumping to be weird, I'm just jumping and try to move faster. But I think that basketball court's essentially kind of the best area for getting a bunch of triad kills. Because I think that's kind of where they tend to appear the most. Alright, hopefully attempt number 3 you can do it. And yeah, 2.5 minutes can be kind of a tight time limit, but yeah. And yeah, obviously you'll have the most success with this one if you're not already hostile with the triads. Oh, come on. Shoot. Why'd I go over these flaming bodies? I kind of forget about that shit. I use the burning characters in this game right now. And like, I want the money and stuff, so like, that's kind of why I'm running over their bodies and stuff. Got a lot of nerds and whoa, this one had a lot of money. I think in this game a lot of like, oh come on, what? Someone was still on fire. That's a she's on fire moment, which I think I'm basically referring to like a song in the game. But obviously I'm not going to be playing that because yeah, copyright. Plus I think that one is a copyrighted music on like a, it's not on Head or Lips or whatever, which are the most like copyright free, like friendly stations in this game. But yeah, I think that's the thing in the 3D universe is that like certain characters can randomly have like a lot of money on them. I think the money amounts in like HD universe tend to not be ridiculously high like that, but yeah, I think it's a thing in the 3D universe where like random NPCs can tend to have lots of money on them. It's kind of weird, but yeah, not sure why that's the case, but pretty cool. Definitely can be nice for racking up money. In my opinion, this mission is definitely kind of annoying. Especially if you want to try to get the little bit of money and stuff. Oh, come on, and he run into you too, great. Gee, I took like 2/3 of my health, great, oh my god. I don't stop collecting money at this point. I don't know, I might still go for weapons, at least. Because I could definitely use some ammo. For later in the game, at least. Yeah, definitely make sure you know where characters are running as well. Still haven't had necessarily a super great run so far on this one, unfortunately. Alright, it's kind of dead of triads until now, it seems. I definitely want that pistol. Okay, hope I can get that. Good, got that without the fire being a pain. And I think the thing with these like rampage style things is you actually get infinite ammo as well. So yeah, you don't gotta worry about using the flamethrower entirely. But yeah, rampages is a pretty cool thing that was like missing in like GTA 4, but they brought them back in GTA 5, which is pretty cool. I like the GTA 5 style ones as well, for sure. But yeah, I don't know, I feel the Free Universe kind of does it a bit better. I like how GTA 5 has like the multiple weapons though. With the rampages, and that they're actually replayable even. Oh, come on. Cloud keeps trying to punch the fence for some reason. Okay, this isn't too good of a time right now. It's still, 12 kills and stuff. Okay, we're gonna need to start killing them, I feel. Might be kind of too late even, yeah. I mean, it's gonna kind of randomly appear for all the area too if you stay in this basketball court. Yeah, only like a couple each time, it seems. I really need to start kind of focusing on the kills and running getting the weapons and stuff, I feel, but yeah. It's kind of hoping to go get more ammo and stuff, but it's mainly pistols anyways. I think it's pretty much just buy some pistols with them. Oh gee, now this is over an hour stream. I don't know, I was just really hoping to be able to get some ammo and stuff, but it seems like a pain to do. Combined with that tight time limit and that 25 kills. So that's like an average of less than 10 seconds, I think, for like each kill or something as well. So it doesn't really allow for picking up stuff, I guess. Quite a shame, I was really hoping to get pistol ammo, but yeah. I can only have like 200 already, but still, never know how much I'll need. too, and tends it closer to the characters. I got one level, so I'm gonna try to beat most of it. Alright, good bunch here. And basketball court, definitely the best area, I'd say. Alright, I got the police bribe. I guess I still actually did need that. Ooh, I was able to get a bunch there, and they're still not on fire even. A whole bunch of innocents getting killed as well. I'm having to do this too. What the? Where did they come from? Above there or some shit? Because I feel like they already dropped down or something. Alright, another pistol. Oh, I can't check the weapon wheel on this. That sucks. Probably because it's a forced weapon, obviously, but yeah. At the moment, it's definitely a forced weapon, I'd say. So I guess it makes sense not to be able to check the wheel. See how much ammo I even have. Alright, 6 more kills in like 40 seconds. I feel like it's kind of pretty doable still. Got one of them, I guess, there. Here's another couple. Alright, yikes. Timer's kinda tight right now. Alright, I should get it on this attempt then. Alright, yep, got it. 10,000. Oh yeah, actually you get to keep the flamethrower a little bit, that's cool. So I have 25 units for the flamethrower there. After this mission. Could definitely be kinda useful later on. And again, in this game, you can actually keep the rocket launcher and the flamethrower at the same time, which you can't really say for the other 3D Universe games, which is quite cool. Because if I had to get rid of the flamethrower for the rocket launcher, I would obviously choose the rocket launcher. But I don't think you can do that for Vice City, San Andreas, even like Liberty City Stories and all that. And yeah, for those who don't know, even with the weapon wheel, it's not like GTA 5 where you can keep like literally every weapon. You're still limited to one class of one weapon in each class or whatever, which is really annoying. Thought that would have been like the main purpose of having a weapon wheel and not to have to do that anymore. I feel that would have been a nice change. I wouldn't have changed the games too much necessarily, because in GTA 3 you can already carry all the weapons. That game's already not necessarily that easy, even with all the different weapons you can have at once. So what I'm saying is, if they did do that, I wouldn't necessarily change the difficulty that significantly or anything. If they did let you own every single weapon at once, like in GTA 5. Since they decided to put the weapon wheel into the game after all. Like I said, I thought that would have been the main point of even having that in the first place, but I guess not. But yeah, I think this should be the last of the payphone missions here. Last of the 8 Portland payphone missions, because there's still 8 to 9 more between the other couple islands that I'm not going to be doing on this part. Again, I'm not doing the Staunton ones even though I have Staunton, because I don't want to cause game problems with the Diablos and the Yardies necessarily just yet, especially the Yardies, which are Staunton. So once Staunton stay peaceful for a while, you can do some 100% stuff there.
Take the van and follow that trail of Donkeys Dallas volumes 1, 2, and 3, collecting it as you go. When you follow the trail to that thieving spankhead, Waste him.
But that's when you collect all like
For my
the
donkey
donkey like
triple X
magazine
package in
things
the
or
red light
something.
district.
Okay, it's like porn magazines or something for this old Burrow character or whatever. But I find it kind of weird to have artwork for the character, but he doesn't appear, which, like I said, could suggest that it is that El Burrow character, even though he was deceased in GTA 1. It could be like a GTA 3 version of that same character, which would be in a different universe. I guess technically he could still be around or something. But yeah, this one you have to do your best to like collect these like magazine things within the time. Each one you collect gives like a very small incremental increase to your time limit. So it's essentially a pretty tight like mission timer. You gotta like stay in this like white van thing as well. Like I already feel it lost like 10 seconds though because of all these vehicles in the way and stuff. And yeah, obviously it kind of goes into St. Mark's and stuff as well, which is high Leone territory, which again is why I don't want to progress with the story with Seminara Salvatore and stuff like that. So there's a reason I'm not doing the story missions yet, and moving on to these side missions. If there were any other GTA game, I'd probably do the main missions before any of the side stuff, like I did with GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2, but yeah. The kings are such a problem in this game that I'm doing it differently for this game. I got that one, right? I think so. But yeah, I don't think this mission is necessarily that much improved, I feel, over the original, which is nice. Keeps that original feeling, but yeah. Yeah, I'm already down like 22 seconds when at one point it was like 40 seconds. Where is it now? Here? Guess here it enters Triad territory, but again, Triads in my opinion aren't that bad. Unless their vehicle is severely damaged or something. Because yeah, they only got like melee pistols, so yeah, they're not too bad. Come on, what the heck? Stupid taxi, man, come on! Wow, it's trying to still drive, like, behind me and stuff, too, when it already cost me so much of a pain, man. Alright, again, within the last bunch of seconds here. That's not that great. I don't even remember how much of these would even be left at this point. Doesn't seem it should be much harder at this point. I think it wraps up here pretty soon. I think here it's supposed to go into here now. Yeah, it should be done soon here. Jeez, still leaving, yikes. I'm within like 5 seconds. Okay, here it's done now, finally. Okay, I got a payout there for some reason. Oh, what? Can I get in here still? What I gotta do? Like, kill this person or something? Guess so. By the way, I think with one of Tony Cipriani's missions, I think I forgot to like reverse or like kill the like 4 like triads on one of them where you get like the laundromat money or something. But yeah, in one of Tony's missions, I think where you have to collect money from like a laundromat or something. I think if you kill like all 4 of the triads there, you actually get a little like money bonus. Something I think I forgot about when doing the stream or whatever, but probably adds money anyways. It's not a huge deal if you miss it necessarily, but yeah. Yeah, that's something I forgot to mention you can do on one of the story missions. On part 2, I'm pretty sure that was. Because that was when I was doing Tony Cipriani missions. Okay, that was kind of weird. I felt the game had a bit of a slowdown there. But yeah, XX Mags, that's obviously like a porn magazine thingy or something.
You ever been down south?
And yeah, I think when you do this mission, you actually get stuff delivered to cause like Portland Safe House, which is basically just same magazines. So pretty funny, like Easter egg, like reference thing, obviously that you get for doing this mission here. But I want to see if that's true. I think you unlock some like magazines at the Portland Safe House at least. I want to say it's just Portland Safe House. Oh yeah, so like a whole stack of magazines here now, which I don't think was here before. And yeah, obviously with these new graphics and stuff in the definitive edition, it should be easier than ever, I imagine, to see that. But yeah, Muffin the Mule, sexy beast. But yeah, that was big and veiny there. So that actually concludes all 8 of the different Portland phone missions, which again, Portland between the 3 islands actually has the most of the phone missions in the entire game, because of the hidden strain of Marty Chong missions. And again, I'm not doing Staunton's phone missions right now, because half of the Staunton phone missions actually cause game problems with the Diablos, which will make Portland even more unexplorable for future things for the 100%. Not as bad as the Leonis, obviously, I would say, but still, I don't want to cause problems with the Diablos just this moment. And then, yeah, I think the last Staunton mission causes problem with the Yardies, which is actually the game you work with in the Staunton Island area. And yeah, I think the Yardies might be able to have like Uzis and stuff, so yeah, I definitely don't want to cause problems in Staunton just yet. I know the cartel already hates COD already anyways, but I think at this point in the game, the cartel only actually has pistols in the free mode. I think it's not until the final mission where the cartel actually becomes a major problem. So basically what I'm doing is I'm not trying to cause too much gang problems and whatnot yet in this game. Because yeah, the gang problems are way worse in this game than any other game in the series, I want to say. Or at least the ones that I've played. Vice City Stories, I don't necessarily think the games would be anywhere near as bad as this game. I haven't played all of Chinatown Wars, but I kind of doubt Chinatown Wars has significant game problems like this game does. And yeah, GTA Advance definitely played that one, but I doubt it in that one as well. So I feel like this game definitely has the worst game problems in the entire series. At least that's what I want to say, at least. With the Leonis and their shotguns, and then, yeah. The cartel might be able to have like M60s, not sure, maybe just the assault rifles, I don't know. But yeah, I'm actually want to save here again, just in case. I suppose I might want to do something here for any reason. But no, I'm probably going to be going back to Portland, I'm going to guess, for part 4. For some more side stuff, obviously. Alright, yep, big and veiny. But yeah. That is finally going to be it for this stream. That was all 8 of the Portland phone missions in the game. Marty Chong's is the crook, V's wife, and her lover, which makes a movie reference, I believe, of those 4, I believe, like I mentioned. And then there's a Turismo race, the ice cream with the ice cream van, trial by fire, burning the Diablos in a rampage style mission, and then Big and Veiny collecting those donkey magazine things. So that was all 8 of them for both Marty Chong's and Al Burrow, respectively, for each for them. But yeah. I think next stream I'm going to be attempting Patriot Playground and then maybe just Staunton Island off-road missions as well, being multi-story mayhem and then also a ride in the park. So I might do some of the I might do most of the off-roading missions for the next part. Not exactly sure. Will probably be part 4. Which will basically be all but the short side one, because that's not unlocked yet. But yeah, that will finally be it for the stream. Hope you enjoyed.